Texas. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Dallas Cowboys. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
On the ready.
Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's got Gore. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance. So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. It's complete. It's Gore. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. From the gun, Campbell. That one complete to Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
On the set.
Mike's 59. Watch twist. Let's go.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for that.
Elliott. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one into a mass of bodies, and I think they held him out. They did. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight.
80 weapon. Get it.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Blake Jarwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the 4th quarter, that's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Coming to you. Coming to you.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
First down, Green Bay.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
You got nothing to run. You got nothing.
He'll drop to throw. So he stays up. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. They're going to look to throw. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence, it's his 20th sack of the season as he continues what could be a record-setting campaign. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And taken right on the 30. So dangerous with a football in his hands. Call that a return of 38. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 outlaw.
Double tight, guys. Double tight.
Easy. Ready.
Now Campbell on 1st and 10. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready. 8, read. 61, matchbox, lights. Fire.
On first down, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there.
2nd and 5. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Campbell. Forced out, and he's going to go down again.
They're in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go, let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
On the counter, here's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
3rd down.
Here we go. Set. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Go. 54, come on, 54.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Watch tight end. 3 down, 3 down. Hey, check. 3 down, 3 down.
Hey, Alpha. Now.
To throw is Campbell. Throwing on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Back to throw. Campbell, and his pass incomplete. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and it's third down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Looking to throw. Campbell letting one fly deep. The guy's man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An explosive 38-yard pickup.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. This is Elliott. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. Third down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. 2nd and 14. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
He's got Adams on the hookup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10.
Right there, 54, right there.
Back to throw. They shakes him off. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision, because they do have the final call now.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Looking to throw. That's taken in by Callaway. Room to run inside the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
12 yards on the play. But it's 3rd down.
9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hall. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. Marr able to put this one through. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football, and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
This will be taken about the 12. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On second down, it's Jones. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now back to throw. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Packers. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 11th touchdown of the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead down to 3 at 13-10. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw. Campbell. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And all the way down to the 17-yard line. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
60 outlaw.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you.
They'll run on first down. Elliott. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch the run. Watch the run.
Here's Campbell to throw on 2nd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
No. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Campbell now, operating from the gun. Gore, a first down and then some. That is caught inside the 5. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Come on, set. 70, Indy.
Go. Go.
Now Elliott. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Right there. 54.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long.
Come on, let's go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54.
They'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is taken at the 18. Shifts by him at the 25. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Ready, set.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Rashawn Gary in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. 2nd and 15. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22. Cooper was the target there.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking deep for Adams. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Throw left side complete. It's Schultz. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
At the 33-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You ain't going nowhere.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Break. Come on. You better break it.
Watch tight end. 40.
Campbell looking to throw on 2nd down. Now they go screen. It's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now Campbell from the gun on 3rd down. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. And he's got it. And he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. To throw is Campbell. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeMarcus Lawrence in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. The Packers on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. They'll look to throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 9 now. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. Able to corral him right at the midfield stripe following that sparkling display of footwork we saw.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
The Cowboys on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Down. 50, plant.
59. Go, go, go.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, 6-6, pull it high. Ready, ready.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on, now. Come on, now.
Here's Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Double tight, double tight. Hey, 4 down. Hey, Zoo. 2 towards the mic. Stop your whining. Let's go.
Looking to throw. Campbell. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Rashawn Gary in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. This from 44 yards out, left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's it, baby. We're going to work.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
You saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
Let's go, D.
43-yard line.
They go to Elliott again. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Dallas, the win gets them back to 500 at 6-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Packers, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at Soldier Field with the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire